started my entrepreneurial journey, I was told I need three people: a good lawyer, a good accountant, and a fantastic investment banker. Now, most of what I do is not in the high-tech industry, so I tend to focus on what I call mature industries, where I can go in, figure out a competitive white space, leverage knowledge, great execution, and great investment bankers who gives me the money to be able to do what I need to do.
There is capital available for companies that are proven, and proven to me means a company that's already got a product being sold, and you've sort of established its value position, and you've also established in some way the price point for it. There still can be innovation either in the way you deliver a product, the way you manufacture a product, the way you sort of position or market a product. There's still innovation to be had in a business that's been proven. And the management team, you have to believe that the person who you will be giving your money to is someone that knows what they're doing, someone that can understand the value of having people around them that can fill in the holes that they don't have.
Every company that we have has an identified competitive white space. It's a segment in the market which we either have identified as underserved, but a customer need exists. The key for us is, and just me with my engineering background, I tend to be very data analytically driven. Remember this, that because a customer has a need, it doesn't necessarily mean that the market exists. And that's one of the key questions I always talk to entrepreneurs when they say, oh, I think people really need this because the question is, there is a reason why, there may be a reason why it's not being met. And you have to really understand that. So not every need leads into an economic opportunity. You have to understand what the sweet spot is that you're going to play. Once you have identified it in a mature industry, you have to then be very focused on your investments. One of my biggest challenges as a CEO has been so many stuff comes at me to invest in, but we only have so much resources, both people, management, bandwidth, and resources. So you have to be able to figure out what are the top 2, 3 things that you have to do and ignore the rest. Well, why is an industry called a mature industry? It's literally because there's very little growth in the industry. So that means every dollar is already accounted for. So invariably, when you're coming into the industry, you're going to be pulling money from some other competitor. That competitor is going to react. Okay, so you have to have very flawless execution in a mature industry so that you always win. You try to be in a situation where it's hard for your customer to do away with you, because that's the only way in this competitive business, in the auto business, that you have margin control. If your customer believes that tomorrow that he can switch you with somebody else for a penny less, he will. Entrepreneurship, it's not for everyone. It's a challenging journey. There's a lot of sacrifices. There's a lot of hours. But the key thing here, you got to be tenacious like a pit bull. You got to persevere. I mean, that is one thing that I found out that people who are entrepreneurs and end up going back to what I call the 9-to-5 world has been this issue of tenacity. You have to be able to have doors slammed in your face. You have to have a lot of investment bankers tell you no, 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 and say to yourself, as we say in statistics, this is a mutually exclusive events. He says no, that doesn't mean the other guy is going to say no. So you just, ride on. My advice has always been, failure is not the opposite of it's not opposite of success. It's an integral part, an integral step in the road to success. If you don't have failures, you're not going to land. I mean, so when I have situations where we have failed, we've had some difficult situations. I learn through them. I come out of them, feeling better. And I make sure my management team understands is that it's an opportunity for us to be able to do a lot of things. Whatever we're trying to do, I never allow a crisis go to waste.